Hello, welcome back to the basement. So I went upstairs, found some other glasses, so I could inspect some of these. WMA Rogers, Canada. Boy, the stuff on here is tiny. Whew, maybe these glasses are tighter. Anyway, of course, and then as I came back downstairs, Tourville stainless. EPNG. No clue. Serenity. Sincerity. Silver plate. I suspect that's what all this stuff is. Ontario silver plate. EPNS. Yes. I would suspect. But then there's this other. Got a EPNS. It's got like the head of a bird. W. A. Rogers. Reinforced. Sorry, William A. Rogers. William Rogers. AM. Tourville stainless. Something B. Silver plate. Anyway, once again, I'm just IS Canada. What does that mean? What does it mean? Silver plate. Silver plate. This feels heavier. Cassidy's Hotel plate. Well, that was interesting. And in the long run, you know what I'm just going to do? I'm going to take this step. Oh, hang on. I did want to get a closer look at this bottle opener. Anchor opener for removing caps from glass containers. Anchor cap, Canada. Yeah. Peels light beer. Peels. Vaughan, USA. Patented. Patent 199555. Convenience soft drinks in cans. Free from Stelco. Anyway, what I'm going to do now is toss things into the box up there. And at least I know they will end up in either used or properly recycled. Now here is something. This would have been something that my dad had. Now these things here, Autronica, they are. I think these were things. They might have been carried by people, or they might have been on towers. LB-4, number 10064. And on the bottom here, there's a thing that you could turn to do it on or off, and it takes batteries. Now, let's see if I can get this open. But for years, I have looked at these things, and I'm like, oh, well, that looks interesting. But I don't know what all the pieces do. So, that didn't go well. Where did you go? Oh, I see it. Can I reach it? Ooh. Maybe using this thing, which is part of it, I can. What an annoying thing it is to drop it. And this is an important part of this all. Oh my God. No, that won't do it. Is there anything else? This might. No, that won't do it. Oh, come on. Can I get... See, this table's kind of funny. I'm just trying to get my foot under here. Did that do it enough? No. I keep on talking about getting one of those. Oh no. Oh no. Things are moving. Things are moving. One of those grabby stick things. Oh, there goes a hat from Dollarama. My grandmother used to have one. That might do it. Things are falling, things are falling. No falling. Oh my golly. Alright, sorry about that. I now have it where I can get it back. Now, I have finally figured out how these things work, but I have to get D-cell batteries that hardly anything uses now. And there's an extra bulb in here. So batteries go in here, batteries go in here. This thing here has a light. It has a little wee bulb on it. And I wish that thing wasn't so springy there, but it is. Anyway, there's an extra bulb. So this fits in here just so. There's a little slot that says where it's supposed to go. And the idea is that the batteries would then meet up underneath and make contact, and then you can turn it on or off on the switch down below using a screwdriver. Now, in the meantime, this thing goes on here. It does have kind of a seal thing, so maybe it is supposed to be in the great outdoors. Okay, so you screw this on after you put batteries in, and then supposedly you can turn it on. And I did find an instruction sheet. Supposedly it's supposed to flash at night. I thought maybe it goes on a tower. I don't know. But anyway, but these other pieces were with it. And I was like, so what's this thing? And this is why I thought now maybe it is something that people carried along the railway track, because I found there's a slot here. I finally took the time after years and years and years to look at this thing, and then that fits quite nicely right on there. But of course, it doesn't stay there because there's nothing holding it there. But then there's this. And it has a little notch thing here. There's a little notch thing here. And if you put this in just so and spin it around, and pull it out, and it's a tough pull. You pull it out, then, and it may be that this piece here, right here, should really be bent back a bit because it really doesn't go on very well. But now I could use this to signal, or I could carry it down the track so it would flash. It would. Anyway, I shall ponder. I have 4 of these, and I'm going to get, first of all, I'm going to get enough batteries. I'm not going to get enough batteries to fill them all, but I'll test them and see what's what and what it does, and try and look up what it does. It also has, of course, reflective tape on there, and I'm sure that with a little bit of a hammer or pliers, I could bend this down and then this would fit better on there. But right now, it's pretty fine. it's not coming off. Anyway, so this is another Canadian National Railway telecommunication thing, I figure, that has been rescued. Now, of course, since I went upstairs and I found other reading glasses, as I was coming back down here, I did see where the other ones had fallen. So I will rescue them. I shall. Okay, so this box. Oh, I'm going to put these in. Because they're more interesting. Oh, hoping that there will be no avalanches. So stay tuned. I'm going to get some D batteries and see if I can get this to work. Until then, I'll put this down here. Anyway, so thanks for coming back to the basement. One little bit at a time. Anyway, have a lovely, have a lovely, lovely day. We'll see you again back here in the bay. Oh, wait a second. This hat. I want to tell you the story behind this hat. Long ago, many years ago, maybe 40 years ago, there was a work action by the Toronto Police, the Metropolitan Toronto Police. And instead of wearing their regular hats, they all had hats like this. And then, and this is basically just a blue hat, and this is their patch. Anyway, hats like this started showing up at flea markets, and I thought, well, this is kind of fun. This is kind of fun, so I got one. And late one night, I was in a Becker store around Avenue Road in Lawrence, and some guy came in who I figure was somewhat inebriated, and he saw me, and I was just in nothing unusual, just, clothes, plain clothes, whatever. And he came up and he started asking me about the work action and such, and asking me things about, if he did this, would I arrest him? And I, of course, said, no, I wouldn't. Or if he did, whatever. And he went through all these things. And here is the funniest part of it all. And this is when the fellow I was with at the time cracked up, absolutely cracked up. Anyway, the guy said, in his drunkenness, he said, hey, you think you could get me a hat like that? To which I looked over at him in all seriousness and said, oh no, we couldn't have just anybody wearing these. Ah, ah. Anyway, to now, of course, it is not the Metropolitan Toronto Police, it is the Toronto Police Service, I believe. So this is now outdated. And I don't think the work to rule stoppage work action lasted very long, but certainly the hats were around at flea markets. They were. Anyway. Yes, another hat. I'll add it to the pile. I really need to come up with a way to store hats that I can have access to them. Maybe I need to take one of the coat racks I have and put a whole lot more hooks on. And maybe I will. I did, if you remember back to an episode a while back, I did find some cool hooks and the screws for them. So I could do this. It's a coat rack, but oftentimes coats went on and hats went on. I could just make it a hat rack. Yes, I could. Yes. Anyway, we'll see about that. So, thanks for coming. Thanks for being here. Have a lovely day. I'll find some other things. There's always more things. Bye for now.